Because when I say nobody asks, other than my kids out there, nobody asks them. They just don't. So now, oh God, they got this big dream team, and I mean, this kid actually knows what he's talking about, or he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. When you ask the first question, what's the legal lending limit, and then you ask when was the last deal that you rejected and why, that separates you from everybody else. And at the end of the day, the financial institutions would rather do business with somebody that, because when they think you know what you're doing, it's less likely you're going to default on the fucking loan. Wrong. But that's what they think. And I say this tongue in cheek. Some of you in this room will find ways to default, like new ways. You'll invent fucking ways. Because that's just, it's like raising kids. You can't ever underestimate how fucking wrong you can be. And after all these years, I mean, I've been plenty surprised. Plenty surprised. Okay, there are more questions? David, I mean... No, these are magic, David. This is magic shit. Okay, now, these are one of the kids you talked to, Victor, right? 11 days to chairman, idea, 41 days to full team, 83 days to accounting and law firm, 85 days to romance institutions, 89 days to first deal, 98 days to LOI, and that's the one he's working on now. And I had the goal to call 300 family offices. By family offices, I mean the Rockefeller Foundation, Rick Scout Foundation, the various foundations that manage private money. And there's, at least in America, 4,000 or 5,000 of them. And that was a market, when I started 23 years ago, we really didn't understand as much about. They're in Norway, Denmark, Germany, all over the place. Family office money. Because now the institutions or the families, the rich families, don't want to give it to KKR, don't want to give their money to other private equity to manage for them. They've developed their own offices, their own infrastructure, so they can follow their own parameters. And that market has only really come about the last 5 or 10 years. And the kids are calling them with good success, great success. Okay. Now, I've told you, pay yourself, employees, and directors first. That means not to the extent of not paying off the debt service, but that means because you're taking money out of every transaction so you don't have to get rich off the one. And that will separate you from 98% of everybody else, other than the guys that have come through this program. And when you do 4, 5, or 6 deals, you can very easily accumulate at the board level a few million pounds, euros, whatever, because you're drawing out money. And again, I don't mind being paid last if I get paid most. I'm in a different financial situation than you guys, so I understand that. But don't be greedy to the extent that you don't allow your directors to benefit. And believe me, when these guys start making money on these transactions, forget that you'll build a loyal following, because you may or may not be interested in that. But you will be able to continue to do from one deal exit to the next deal exit to the next deal exit. And quite often you keep 50 to 75% of the directors from the first deal and the second deal and the third deal, because they want to stay with the winner and they like the money, and etc. But some of the guys, the older guys, will say, fine, thank you very much, Anthony. I've had 2 exits, but I'm leaving because I just want to fish and hunt, or whatever I want to do. Go back to Sicily and Shylock or whatever. And grow olives. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. And and when Governor Kerry said, I'm not going to do it anymore, and some of the other guys, and then some of them will die, unfortunately. Some of the old gits just go and die on you, ingrates that they are. Some go blind on you, fucking ingrates that they are. And but so it'll change. it'll morph. It'll continue to morph. But again, the young guys in this room can do this several times, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Because the reason you can is because if the first one takes you 5 years, the second one will take you 3.5. The third one will take you 3, 2, and then pretty soon you can do these very, very quickly in real time because you get used to it. And if you're continuing to go back to the banks, the same financial institutions that you're paying off and that they feel good about you, then it's even easier. And then you can go to them and say, I found this great thing to roll up, and I need to fund it by next week. Now, normally they say, fuck off. That ain't going to happen. But if you've already done 5 to 7 deals with them, they'll find a way to get the funding. They'll work over the weekend. And that's what makes it fun. Okay, you're going to be meeting for your pictures. I can't wait to see you all in kilts. You can finally take your uniforms off, gentlemen. I know that you would rather go to the graduation ball doing your country proud, but we're going to let you take it off and wear kilts like everybody else. We're going to have a champagne reception. We're going to have a graduation. You're coming back here, if I remember correctly, for your pictures. They ask you 5 or 6 questions. Then tonight is a special dinner. Any questions on anything that I've covered so far? Now, you're going to get a ton of material in the next 36 hours via links. All this stuff, including these 1,950 slides. The links will work, but they don't work unless you hit them, unless you look at them. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Where is the?
It's ready set up.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. We have a USP now, right? Okay, that's right. We put it on a deal now. I forgot about that. Is it the one they wear around the neck?
Different things.
Okay. Yeah. I forgot about that. We did that now. So you can actually carry them with you. I mean, the only thing that we don't do is I don't go out and do the deal for you. And I'm sure David would cut a deal right now. Just come out and do it for me. It's all right. I don't care. But now, who do I see at 5, 6, 7? Oh, there is no 7. Okay.
Can I come on 7 instead because I supposed to come on Monday?
Oh, you're supposed to? Yeah, you're fine. Okay, that's fine. Is this Sunday?
Yes.
Oh, time flies when you're having a good time. Okay. Any other questions?
I do, but after you dismiss you two.
Why is it? What kind of question is this, Dave? What kind of question?
You say focus on the few, not the many.
I've said it about 100 times.
I know, we've got a ton of stuff we're going to be getting on this. Is there 3 or 4 key things you say? I know the plan, the 7 steps, follow that to a T.
Yeah, no, follow the 7 steps, start at 1. But you have, how many gigafucks or how much stuff do they have in total? 8 gig. I don't know if that's a lot or a little. That's a lot? Okay. And it's not alphabetized. It's not in order for a reason, because I want you to go through it from the beginning to the end. If you go from the beginning to the end, and then as you go through it, you make a note, oh, that's where this is, that's where this is. You're going to have a mega pack. You have all the stuff, my product that I've ever produced. You have all my podcasts. You have all the materials that were put together by 7 or 8 of my superstars, 5 of which are current, 2 or 3 of which from the past. You'll see that they're almost verbatim the same, because the current ones copied, mimicked, modeled the old ones, and it still works today. You're going to get templates for LinkedIn, etc., how to write the emails, how to send the stuff to the accountants, the lawyers, the directors. You're going to get all this stuff. Just a lot of material. If you don't use it like it is, something's not right with you. And it doesn't matter whether you're in England, Germany, Madrid, or Scotland, they work. Some of you will, if English isn't the primary language, they can changing language. It still works. It still works. I'm not guaranteeing the punctuation because you're going to have to translate it yourself because we didn't do that. You probably want me to translate it as well, but we didn't do that. We have not translated them to German, Spanish. Okay, if you're going to do that, you do it your fucking self. Okay, we didn't do that. And they work. And during the next year, one of you, doubtful, discover something that works better. Doubtful, but if it does, I add it to the best of best practices and I distribute it to all you, and then I add it. I don't take something out, I just add it on. This has worked in May 2016 in such and such an industry, and then you can use it or you can't use it. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference. Okay, so to answer your question, no, it's not the first 3 or 4 things. Start with step 1. Most important thing is to get done in the next 30 days is your chairman. And for those of you that don't have an area yet where you want to get focused on, and then you'll send me and I'll tell you whether I think it's a good idea or a bad idea. And again, 3 alternatives, 3 different choices. If you have a question, you answer the 3 yourself, and then I'll tell you which one of the 3 is best, if there is a best, or I say, no, that's no good. This is the real answer. And again, unless it's an emergency, and there's nothing about an emergency in the next 6 or 8 or 10 weeks that can be for your program. When you get down to the 20-yard line and you're punching into the goal line, there may be an emergency. And then you can schedule a call with me or whatever, Skype, and then I'll help you get the ball across the goal line. Anything else? Okay, YouTube. Thank you. To learn more about this video and all my videos, you lazy cunts, click on this link below. Or you can go to my website, danpeña.com, and see all the fucking free material from the $50 billion man.